This show is a member of the Sorgatron Media Podcast Network. Find out more at sorgatronmedia.com. This show is brought to you by Slice on Broadway, supporting Pittsburgh podcasting with the perfect pepperoni pizza. Production services by Sidekick Media Services. And listeners like you, supporting us at patreon.com/awesomecast. Time to get geeky, get awesome. It is the AwesomeCast. I'm Mike Sorg at Sorgatron on Twitter in the Sorgatron Media Studios in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and we are back with the full regular crew. Back again. First of all, from Studio C in the Big D of Dormont, Pennsylvania. He's a gadget guru, Big Bank International Esquire. It is Chilla. He's muted. Wait,
I'm muted.
There he is.
We could just do the whole alphabet.
There you go. ABC Studio. Yep, in the D. Sure.
My initials are JC.
Good to have you back after a couple weeks off. I know you had some other things you had to attend to. So, but no, good to have you back on. We had a wonderful. We had a lot of people coming in and filling in. So, it worked out well. Yes. And then also with us is the Udders. Kitty Dudis with us as well.
Hello.
Hello.
I don't have a bunch of letters. I'm just me.
No, I can't. I was trying to figure out what to introduce you as because I've been looking at your photos from Baja today. So, motorsports.
I'm D from the C.
Yeah, D from the C. There you go. There you go. That's it. Anyways, I'm S from the B. I don't what? No, that's. We're gonna have a lot of fun here today, getting the gang back together. But please, everybody, go check out everything at awesomecast.com or sorgatronmedia.com. Email us at awesomecast@sorgatronmedia.com. Tweet us at awesomecast, and of course, we are live every Tuesday at 7 p.m. Eastern on the AwesomeCast Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and on the Sorgatron Media Twitch page. We do have the chat rooms up in case you have any conversation going on here. You want to talk with us about what's going on and what we're talking about, or you want to add to the conversation. There's the music going on. But anyways, as I see my mom is joining us in the chat room. That happens a lot. Maybe your mom will join too. I don't know. Also, we have a lot of great discussion going on the Facebook page, the Facebook group for the AwesomeCast, and we also have a Discord and Reddit. And thanks to our audio partners at postindustrial.com for sharing the awesomeness. And a shout out to our friends at our Patreon supporting the show, our friends at the executive producer level, Brian Crawford, at the Coffee Club level, Matt Weller, John Carmen, Cynthia Classy, Scott McTaggart, and Mike Pound. And at the fan of the show level, Michael Fedor, Professor Buzzkill, and Dave Ponder. You guys can support the show too at patreon.com/awesomecast. So let's get into our awesome things of the week. Where do we start here? Katie, let's go with you. Is this you're on the fitness run, right?
I could be like, I got an Apple Watch. Let's talk about my new Apple Watch. I'm finally one of you with an Apple Watch, but no, I'm
Welcome
not
to it.
Analog today. No, we're gonna go analog.
Okay.
So I realized I've never talked about this little doodad, and it's been absolutely life changing. Yes, definitely been trying. We've talked about how trying to consume more water with this particular water bottle we got off Amazon.
Mm-hmm.
Sorg and myself.
That's the marked up one. Actually, I didn't even end up getting it. Yes. Although a giant version of that has showed up in the studio. I believe Missy got it or something, but it's like giant. So, and I don't know what the purpose was for. But anyways, but you're saying.
Oh, so I've been training for a big hike, and something used on your hikes or camping or, just general water bottle usage. You've probably seen people around use them, is the Nalgene bottle, which is just a little simple guide. It's got a little guide, got a little screw-on lid. But if you are like me and you've ever drank out of a Nalgene bottle, it is a giant gaping mouth at the top of it, and you drink and you just dump it all over yourself. So Amazon has these handy dandy little guys that are just like little silicone things. You get a 3-pack of them, and it's got a mouth hole and then like a vent hole, 3 little vent holes, and you just set it right on top and it goes right in that giant mouth of your Nalgene bottle. and that's it. And now it's only like this little bit of an area that so you're no longer jumping a bottle of water or whatever is in your Nalgene bottle on your face. You're just going to be able to drink out of it like a civilized human. There's a little nub inside so you can grab a hold of it and pull it in, put it in and take it out. So it's really simple, really easy to clean. I think it was a 3-pack for $12.99, and then it's on Amazon, and it's a silicone mouth splash guard. Fits Nalgene wide mouth bottles, but it's great.
And I'm sorry, maybe I missed it. What is there a lip on it or something? What keeps it from slipping into the bottle? Does it look like it came down and sat flush? Is it magic?
It's magic. So it's silicone, and it's got a little rib action at the top here. So it doesn't like you really have to like. I mean, I could push it in, but you really don't. Like even if you push it down a little bit, it's still gonna hang out because you've got like that much of a lip on your Nalgene bottle, and like this guy, and you're just burping in. But yeah, you could push it down into it, but it doesn't.
It's not easy.
Yeah,
because it's ribbed.
It's ribbed for all of our protection.
Nice. So it's the Impressa silicone mouth splash guard with a insanely long, of course, name over at Amazon.com as well. So that's
I like
handy.
the splash guard part of it.
Yeah, I'm just grabbing like any random water bottles because I don't know if you're like me, like I just have plenty of branded water bottles from whatever events we've done over the last decade, so and it's just like
that'll work too. Yeah.
I got one that's like, I don't know what LexisNexis is, but I've been using it while I've been out on the trail. So so that's a helpful little thing. Awesome. And how's the Apple Watch treating you?
Good so far. Getting used to it. Primarily using it just for my workouts and for to keep track of all the stats of my workouts. Not getting there, getting used to it. It's definitely been an adjustment and figuring out how it lets me know what's going on as far as like during my workouts, because I don't like the fact that it yells out loud how it is going. And but,
you haven't turned the audio off of it yet?
I did.
Okay.
That's how it started out, is yelling at me, and it doesn't tell me when my workout is ended now. So I'm working on figuring out how to make that be a thing.
So wait.
It's just like,
go ahead.
Oh no! It's just like I'll be like, I either want to hit a goal of so many miles or amount of time, and next thing I know, I'm looking over and I'm like, oh wow, hit my goal. Thanks for telling me, buddy.
Interesting, because mine still pings when I've like closed my ring or hit a mile. Like but I mean, sometimes I don't notice. But
no, if you complete the ring or every mile, it'll tell you.
Yes.
But like when you set up an individual workout, and use the workout option in the Apple Watch, like you pick the little running guy and you set a specific goal within that. I'm finding that it's not telling me when I'm done.
I got you. I never set a specific goal. I just kind of open goal, I guess. So I'm just like, hey, I'm starting workout, and then it goes on the walking workout, or bowling or lawn care or something like that. And actually, that was one thing I was trying to. I don't know if I was technically gaming the system instead of doing an explicit workout. I was like, I'm just gonna put an open workout while I'm doing this yard work, because I'm doing stuff, right? Yeah. So, but obviously I've as we've discussed, I've kind of changed my thinking on that the last few weeks. So, awesome. Chilla, what's your awesome thing?
So my awesome thing is a game that I wasn't aware existed until my kid said, hey, can you approve this download for me? It's called T3 Arena. It's made by TapTap.io. It is, to me, reminiscent of Overwatch, but on mobile. The graphics are pretty darn good. The levels are fun. It is not to me, it's one of those typical games, don't get me wrong. You can buy gems and you can do, you can kind of pay your way through the game if you want to. But I will say, like, I did not put any coin down, and I've been having a lot of fun with it, and I can continue to level up.
So it's a first-person shooter, or a third-person shooter, I suppose, right?
Yes, third person. But like I said, a lot of their characters kind of have different weapons, different ways of attacking. Closer range people have a little more health than others. You can level up your character. You can, and what was reminiscent of Overwatch for me was you can earn or get skins for your characters to make them look a little different, even though it's the same character. The levels aren't super large. Like I feel like Overwatch, the levels are a little bigger, or there's more space. But it is only, I think it's 3-on-3. So it's not 5-on-5. I don't know. I've been having a lot of fun with it. Games are played to 20 kills, so it's not super long and in depth, but with I don't know 5 to 10 minutes, you can get through 2 or 3 games, depending on how good you are or how bad you are, I guess. So, but I don't know. I've just been having a lot of fun with it. The graphics are really good.
The graphics remind me of Splatoon for the Nintendo Switch. Does that make sense?
Okay, I have not played Splatoon.
I think I played a little bit of it, but like it's that very colorful, but yeah, I guess that's probably a little more that than like it's definitely Overwatch-ish. Yes,
it's definitely not Halo.
No. No, and like I said, it's not Doom. So
it's not Doom. But no, have been having a lot of fun with it. I think I'll stick with it for quite some time. I like how they kind of have seasons, so they'll introduce new characters. Just a lot of fun.
Awesome. I'm attempting to download it now, actually. So, but apparently I've changed my password.
They trick you. It's like I can't remember 700 or 900 meg download, and then it instantaneously, once the game launches, downloads another 76 meg. So.
Well, speaking of download sizes, my awesome thing is I got a new Xbox. I finally made the dive. I did not get the the Series X, Chilla. I did get the Series S. It just didn't feel, it felt like too much than I needed, given my TV status and everything like that. But this was, I'm in a different phase now. Like, I don't get a new Apple TV because I want the new Apple TV and the upgrade. I get a new Apple TV because I want to put another Apple TV in the exercise room to do my Apple stuff, my Apple Fitness stuff, right? I wanted to get an Xbox. Well, partially, okay, stuff like Guardians of the Galaxy. Every time I die, I have to wait. I can check like all of Twitter while I'm waiting for it to reload, right? And again, I got a bug in here too. I have the original Xbox One, so it is like the lowest end of the Xbox Ones. And I'm starting to run into like those pain points like that. I try to play Assassin's Creed Odyssey again, and again, it's just like you're waiting forever. And it's like I really didn't care. I just wanted some load times to decrease.
And that's the exact reason I jumped from I had the OG Xbox as well.
Yeah.
The Xbox One.
Yeah.
And that's the primary reason I jumped. And I even went. I originally jumped. I don't think I got like the bigger hard drive size, or I skimped on something and just ended up throwing an SSD on there, and my load times were just night and day.
On the original Xbox One, or on the
no, jump into the next one.
Oh, yeah.
Like I couldn't. Whatever I did, I couldn't download as many of the games as that I had on the original.
Well, it did. Like, and this is the pain point where I come into. But okay, so one thing that's nice is, okay, I have a great Series S at home, and then I was like, well, I might as well bring the discs in, because the other thing was to bring the Xbox One into the studio too, so that we have it for streaming for when people are over, things like that, like around pay-per-views and things like that. We can play the latest WWE game on there. I have a couple of pain points that came out of this. One, the discovery of how the hard drives work. One thing that's cool is you can still do an external hard drive. I already had one like plugged in. I brought it over. It was just resorting. In order for it to be an X or an S series upgraded game, it needs to be on the internal hard drive, because they have a special SSD for that, and you can get a special SSD to expand it up to like 2 terabytes. And then it is weird because if you're going to expand it, if you want to get another terabyte, like it's going to cost as much as it would have been if you went to the X, right? But even like when I started looking at the sizes, like if you got a terabyte, you had like 800 megs of, or 800 gigs of space. If you got the 500, you had like 380 gigabytes of space. Either way, you're not putting much on that. You're really not with the size of these games. You know, they clock in at like 70 to 100 gigabytes on average for like your Halos, Assassin's Creeds, the AAA games like that, right? You know, Fall Guys is 4 gigs or something. But, you know, so either way, I'm going to have to upgrade this thing. But the nice thing is I can still download all of my non-enhanced Xbox One games and 360 games and original Xbox games on that drive and still have all those on this non-disc system, right? And I only have a handful of discs. The only thing I'm really pained to not be able to play is Transformers Devastation that I did get on disc because it's one of those, you know, licensed IP. You usually can't get it for very long on digital, right? So that was one big pain point. The other pain point was, well, this wasn't really a pain point. This was an upgrade. Now the cloud stuff worked. I couldn't play the cloud stuff. It was glitchy as hell when I tried it at home. I tried this. It was a little better. And then even the original Xbox One, I was just playing here with we have a little bit better FiOS here and probably an upgraded, more, you know, better modem here on the business Wi-Fi. I'm sorry, the business FiOS. And it's all, you know, wired and everything. I was playing cloud games easily on the original Xbox One here in the studio. So like, oh, and here's the other thing. I got 2 games that include the Xbox and the Xbox One and the Series versions of the game. You've seen this where they do like the 2-pack deal, the deluxe edition. We got the WWE like crazy holy crap edition when it came out. And then I picked up a little bit ago for when Missy comes back to play some Tony Hawk. So I got the 1 and 2 upgrade. And they come with those separate versions. The Tony Hawk game carries over your save game. The WWE game does not.
Oh
yeah. Thankfully, I wasn't too deep into it, but the WWE game, like there's one section called the My Faction, which is like this card collecting match game. That did carry over, and I had been playing a bit of that versus a lot of the other modes. But I'm going to have to start over on like everything else. So, and even re-downloading, you know, obviously re-downloading all the custom, you know, wrestlers that we know that are they made on Create a Character, you know what I mean? Like all the indie guys and stuff like that. So, so far, I mean, I can't say I've spent a ton of time with it because I've been mostly just re-downloading and moving files since Friday with the time that I've had. But no, I have been able to get in and play things like Guardians of the Galaxy, and it does play a lot smoother. Man, I was playing Guardians on that old Xbox, and there were so many glitches. Like voices would come out of sync, music would disappear. I would get stuck in places, and that doesn't seem to be happening as much. Like, especially when you got to a certain part of the game, there was a lot. There was too many people, like too many characters. It was like old Nintendo, right? There's too many characters on the screen. There's too much happening, and everything is near frozen, and you don't know what you're supposed to be doing, right? Avengers was the same way, but that thing is a glitch fest. So
that was bad. That was bad from the get-go.
It was bad.
I mean, it's come a long way, but
it was. Well, I got stuck.
Perfect.
I got stuck on the first level of the Black Panther expansion. Like, I couldn't find the next thing. Like, and then finally, I went to the cloud version of it, and it loaded correctly. To get past that section. I'm like, oh, there's guys over here. There weren't these guys over here when I was playing it on my Xbox, you know? Like, I don't know what it is about those games, but yeah, I think it's just like, it's like the PC thing. It's just like, you know, it adds to the glitchness because it's trying to do too much or cram, you know, too much on old hardware. Like, it is becoming that PC. There's literally, I don't have a single game I bought it for. You know what I mean? Like, I'm playing the same games. It's just like I bought an updated computer, you know, just to do what I've been doing this whole time better, which, like, I don't mind that considering that I have, what is the original Xbox One, like 2011? Something 2012, something like that?
It's old. I mean, yeah,
it's a
probably.
10-year-old gaming console. And also, this is the first Xbox, or this is the first console that I have opened brand new out of the box since 2007 personally. Because everything's been secondhand. So that was kind of a nice little, like, I realized, like, oh, I haven't done this for a while, you know? So I promised myself after the crazy travel season this year, I'd treat myself to a new Xbox upgrade, and did not go all out, but still, it's nice to be able to do that. So I'm still trying to download T3 Arena, by the way. So, but yeah, so that's happening, and I did download Multiverses, which launched today. That's the WB. Like if you want Velma and Batman to fight each other, that's the game. So it's a freemium game, and it's kind of fun so far. It just feels like there's even though you have a limited things like Brawlhalla where they kind of cycle the characters until you purchase them, or level up enough to get them with in-game currency or whatever. Hey, now you can play as Adventure Time guy and Superman and this person, right? But there's just like, I don't know, even if they were all unlocked, it feels like there's barely any players in that. I'm sure they're going to add to it over time, but that's out there. It's free if you want to try it out. It's basically Smash Brothers with Shaggy from Scooby-Doo. So, but it's kind of fun. So,
real quick on the you said you were bringing in the Xbox to maybe stream or whatever. Pro tip I learned the hard way. If you have two kids streaming and you walk out of frame for more than a minute, even if you're right next to them still talking audibly, Google will cut your stream and try and give you a stern warning about your streaming practices.
Wait, whoa. Like, so you're talking about on YouTube?
Yeah. So we set up 2 weekends ago. Christopher really wanted to stream. His friend was over. I actually set up because normally we do the iPads, top and bottom. They really wanted to do Fortnite. So we had one of the Xboxes plugged into a Elgato S60 and the other one plugged into a Razer USB or HDMI capture device. I used the same format we normally did because it was easy. We fired up the stream. Everything was good. I was actually going to go over and sit on the couch. They were both sitting at the table, both with monitors in front of them. I was going over to the couch and I was going to join from the Xbox, the other Xbox, and I actually sent the stream link from YouTube to the kids that was over his parents so they could watch, and it sent. Everything was good, and then I went to actually check the stream on my phone just to make sure it was looking okay, and the stream was dead. And then I logged into the YouTube Studio account, and they said that I had violated the terms and services by letting minors stream without a parent present.
Oh wow.
So I guess
is that AI or did somebody report you? That's interesting.
I'm guessing it had to be AI,
right?
In my mind, it had to be like, it probably saw me in the beginning, and then it saw me no longer. There was like an adult present. Not that, like I said, not that I wasn't there, but I was just off frame.
You have to appease the Google, apparently.
Yes.
So
the Google Skynet.
Yes. Hey, Potter chimed in from earlier. That mowing the lawn should definitely count. Yeah, I got some good bit out of that. And my mom was like, "How did you know I was here?" It tells you who's watching if your friends are watching a video in the chat room. So now she's learned. But all right. Well, anyways, want to give a shout out. And why am I working out so much? Because so we can guilt-free enjoy some of that glorious Slice on Broadway. Here on Tuesdays, New York City style. Yinzer, Maze, Beachview, Carnegie, East End, and the North Hills here in the Pittsburgh area. Go check out our friends over there at Slice on Broadway, right up the street from us at Sorgatron Media. They've been providing us for about a decade every Tuesday, and we appreciate them. And of course, and also as I discovered, we're at least past the 5-year anniversary of being here in the studio too. we discovered like because we're all getting the Facebook reminders and history and everything like that. So and of course I forgot to plan anything. So but anyways, what else do we got going on here? We got a few different stories from the week. I got to reload my document for some reason because I was trying to download that game and everything went sideways. I appreciated this one. Lego celebrating 50 years of Atari with an Atari 2600 cartridge. Or I'm sorry, not cartridge, console setup. And why is my internet so slow? Probably because I'm downloading everything to the Xbox in the back. And I love that there's a little scene in there, a little living room scene, a gaming living room scene that's part of the built-in thing. And from what I understand, this thing is just short of being 2,600 pieces, which just feels like a missed opportunity to me. So I don't know, Chilla, I forget, were you over the Atari generation?
I was of the Atari generation, but it was because at my grandma's house or my grandparents' house, all my aunts and uncles and my mom had an Atari. So like they still had it, and then it would have been pre-Nintendo, I think, but I kept getting games, and I remember going to I don't know, do you remember KB Toys?
Mm-hmm.
In the mall? KB Toys would always run decent deals on Atari cartridges, and then you could also use the ColecoVision cartridges. So I had Smurfs from ColecoVision. What I'm waiting for is that someone to take that Atari and put a Raspberry Pi in there and then run an emulator on it to make it run all the Atari games.
Well, what about you, Kitty? You were more of a Nintendo generation, I believe.
Yeah, we had the Atari, but I don't remember playing it as much as when we started playing Nintendo.
Awesome. That also it took me down a rabbit hole for some reason, and this was brought up. I think one of our friends from Mayhem Show might be picking this up, but I didn't realize until then. Oh, let me get into this number one. There's a Lego Transformers Optimus Prime that transforms. It's not cheap. It's only $170 set. Damn it, that might get me in the Legos. So that's awesome. Let's see what else we have here. Good.
Speaking of, and I put a Lego thing in there. So if you buy that set, and I noticed there's a little guy in the pop-up scene.
Mm-hmm.
There's now a way to create your own minifig of yourself.
Really?
So for $12, you could put yourself in that little pop-up set on the Atari,
or in the driver's seat of Optimus Prime,
or in the driver's seat of Optimus. Yes. So I thought this was pretty fun. I'm actually thinking about doing it.
Nice. This kind of goes along with, doesn't it? I don't know if you saw from last week the Hasbro doing the custom faces on figures like Ghostbusters and Power Rangers and GI Joes.
I didn't see that, but I'm behind. So they're gonna let you do custom faces on any of those. Does it somehow map your face and put it on?
Yeah, I didn't see what the process was, but I think you just send a picture and they kind of go from there and mold it. So, yeah, man. So there's a full customizable. I love it. It's like a very simple Memoji, isn't it?
Yeah. And I like that they let you select an accessory.
Mm-hmm.
So you can get the laptop or whatever, potion bottle, which is broom. But you can pick from an accessory. You pick your headwear, your torso, your legs, and your accessory, and you're good to go.
Awesome. Sorry, I'm looking at these now. Awesome. Let's see what else we got here. Chilla, you said you installed iOS 16 so far?
I did, and I've been very happy with it. I will say, battery life is a little bit down, but I also used my phone a crap ton today, and I was only at 32% when I came home. Usually I would say I would be in the 50 to 60%. That typically does also happen after immediately the first couple of days after an upgrade. But that being said, no issues to report. From the basics, I can make a call, I can take a call, my alarms still work. That's always my biggest fear. Like, can I get phone calls, and do my alarms work? After that, it's, can I get email, and does the camera work? But no, like, all my apps have been working just fine. Alarms have been working just fine. I haven't played a lot with the customizable home screen, but I have used it to clean up a lot of my photos. One of the links that I put in there was some like top tips from CNET, and there is a way now where you can go into the Photos app, and in the Photos app, there's an option to look for duplicate photos. And when you get the duplicate photo, like when you search for the duplicate photos, it brings them all up. You can say, merge, you can select them all and say merge all, and it will find the highest quality photo out of them. I thought that was a pretty nice, easy way to keep your phone optimized. I tend to be like a person that takes like 3 shots right in a row.
Or
and don't ever go back and delete them.
Or it duplicates them when you put them to Instagram because it's reformatted them.
Yep. And then also the one thing that I really like too is you can now, in the Wi-Fi settings, if you go into one of your networks, you can, before, if you were next to someone that was trying to get on a network you're already on, you could get like the share prompt. But now you can actually see the password, which I find super helpful because someone text messaged me a few weeks back and said, hey, I'm at such and such place. What's the password to the Wi-Fi here? And I'm like, well, I don't remember. But if I could have actually seen the password, I could have told them.
Here's one for Katie. You can use your Nintendo Switch controllers with the new iOS. Your Joy-Cons to play your games. So when you download this, what was that game that we just downloaded?
The T3 Arena.
Yeah, there you go. Like, you already have a controller to play those games.
Yes, I'm ahead of the game.
There you go.
Literally.
There you go. It's great. It's the last one that they failed to put in there. I mean, because you can put PlayStation and Xbox games in there, or controllers in there already. So, which makes a lot of sense because like a lot of the Apple Arcade games, I prefer playing with a controller. I've been playing a lot of the warped go-kart game with the Family Guy and King of the Hill and everything in it, right? And I just prefer it that way. Like it's great because then it's like. It's one of those that I play on both the TV and the phone, So that's pretty cool. Although it's always looks so awkward. It's kind of the same thing, right? You just got to prop up your screen just like you do with the Nintendo Switch, and then you got your Joy-Con situation going on, right?
Yeah, the thing that surprised me, and I've seen a couple people do this now. Now I do use my Joy-Cons and slide them into like the controller sled. That makes it kind of like a normal controller.
Right, it gives you a little bit of stability.
I've been amazed at the number of people that I have seen that are actually playing with just the Joy-Cons in each hand. Like that would be to me completely uncomfortable.
Well, it's like I remember doing that with the Wii, right? Like I'd be playing with the Wii, like regular kind of game style, or like with the nunchuck add-on that had the analog control, and you wouldn't like hold it like. You just like your hands just are wherever they land and you're playing. I don't know. It's just the way it kind of worked for me. So
it's like playing the tennis game and laying down on the couch and just flicking your wrist.
Yeah, but not like the tennis game. like other games, other normal games, like playing like which was the Zelda game on there, Twilight Princess or something like that, right? Or Mario Galaxy. Like you're not like in full like game, like. Held straight up controller mode, right? You're just kind of like playing and in your lap and in awkward positions if you looked at it, so but I don't know because does it really matter as long as your thumbs work? Does it really matter in the long run? But Amanda Narcisi, she got a bit of an upgrade. She got a toolkit that, how did she put it? Hold on, it's still loading here. Man, my internet, it's got to be this iPad. Nothing is loading at all. I must have something running in the background. But she got a toolkit that she said that she can take apart all kinds of tech, including she unscrewed her HomePod. So there it is, all the bits, all the crazy bits that you can get. It's a nice little fold-out kit that she's got there, and she gave us a link for if anybody has. It's the STREBITO Screwdriver Set. 142 pieces, guys. So, like, literally everything is going to be a part of this thing.
One of my favorite tools in that tool set is the magnetic mat.
It's a magnetic mat?
I highly recommend it to anyone that's doing any fine, like small, tiny screwdriver type stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have this set. I have a little bit of a different set, but you can see in the picture there's like a little, it's like has a black.
This guy?
There it is. Yeah, like it lets you like put screws in certain places, like I would if it were me, right?
So you just put it like in like the screws in that little square there, and that's how you organize them, right? And just
yep, you can organize them. Then usually those are magnetic, so the screws don't roll around. And then you can see there's kind of like darker lines, like a darker grid within the grid. I would personally like go left to right across the top in the order that I took the screws out, and then you can just go back in reverse. But that's a super nice set.
I hope it's not
especially because it has.
I hope it's not all magnetic, because I see it like some computer work, and you don't want to get those magnetics in your computer.
Yeah.
Well, look at this. This is like
I haven't seen it actually magnetize the screw, but
no.
They have the opening pits. They have the picks. They have the sponger. It's a nice set.
Look at this kid working on their RC car. That's great.
I don't think I want to take apart my lens for my camera that like that one guy is.
Wait, where's that guy at? Oh, this guy here? Yeah, that's
yeah.
Okay. Well, wow, they got a little bit of everything in here. So that's pretty cool. It's only $27. It's actually 7% off right now over there. And man, you never know. You never know when something like that could come in handy, right? If you like to tinker with a lot of things. So, Katie, anything from the lineup that looks interesting to you we wanted to make sure we touch on?
Ooh, hold on. I feel like there was something. Where'd it go?
There's an Instagram story.
Yeah, we're gonna find hotspots with Instagram.
So wait. So hotspots like how we would have hotspots on Snapchat, or?
Well, okay. So it isn't hotspots is like where are the cool places to go? Like.
Oh, okay,
hotspot.
Gotcha.
It's a searchable map. It's a new searchable map function. So you can find popular locations and filter by category.
So this is that. Remember a couple weeks ago when they were talking about how the kids are using Instagram and TikTok to like figure out where to go eat. This would be the kind of thing that goes towards that, right?
Yeah, this would actually help us do that.
While you're here doing this, here's tools to actually make that work. So it seems interesting. I haven't tried this yet. I didn't know this was a thing until I saw the doc. But there's been so many like I saw Doug complain about Facebook, or you complained about Facebook. No, I was complaining about. I think we were both complaining about Facebook.
And Facebook, and then Instagram is doing all these changes where the algorithm is changing to more of a TikTok feel versus a friends and family kind of feel, where you're like the folks you interact with, but like you've been interested in this. I think you'd like this. And they're just trying to kill us. Facebook was driving me nuts. I was complaining about today because I was like, all of a sudden on my phone, it started like logging me in as a page, and I'm going to post stuff, and I'm like, why am I not in this group, right? And I'm like, that's why I was breaking down in the group today, in the Slack today. I'm like, wait a minute, this is the way it used to work, and then we were told, no, you have to do that over here in this other app, right? And now they're bringing it back into the initial app. What the
the wrong show. What the heck are we doing? Sorry, I'm really heated about this thing, and I'm not like, I'm just day-to-day Facebooking, right? I'm managing some pages and stuff. I'm not full-on marketing manager or anything like that. And it's just like, did we get a heads up on this thing? Then I clicked through and ignored? I don't know. You know, it just started happening. And you say, no.
I don't know. Like, I feel like every time I've turned around, there's been some new update, especially with pages. And it's been super frustrating and confusing. And because what you're describing is what happened to me a couple weeks ago. And I thought it was just me when I went in there. And it was like, why am I Sidekick Media?
Mm-hmm.
And I hadn't selected Sidekick
and
Media.
I feel like we had this conversation like 4 years ago, right? Where like, oh, why do I keep posting as this account? I'm so afraid of accidentally commenting as a brand that I manage, right?
Mm-hmm.
So now even more, because I mean, you've probably had this, like we've had to, I don't want to say battle with people, but people that are like, I have a whole other Facebook account just to manage my page. And it's like, no, they want your real Facebook account attached to the page. But this is exactly the reason you want to do the other thing. So you don't, right? It makes, go ahead. Chill out.
I just have a question about the Instagram thing.
Mm-hmm.
So the searchable map, is it going to give you pictures based on location no matter what? Or are they only giving you pictures based on a location if it's like a restaurant, or like, I would almost put it as like a Foursquare check-in place, you know what I mean? Like, are we gonna be seeing like random blips and blops all up and down streets because people were taking pictures throughout New York City? Or is it somehow focusing them on, I think, specific places?
I think what you're going to get is, these are businesses, and when you sign up as a business on Instagram, you say, I am a restaurant, I am a shop, I am a bodega, you know, whatever the heck it is. I'm thinking New York. So when I go there, I go to Chicken Latino here up the street, right? And I'm tagged it as Chicken Latino. So now that is attached to that restaurant's Instagram account, right? So that will like filter all that in. Like, you can kind of do that now, right? I want to see everything that's tagged under this thing. Like there's been a searchable map in there for a while. I can't for the life of me seem to find it, but you know, I'm just going to type in chicken and see what happens. Actually, I'm going to type in Chicken Latino and see what happens in here. I don't think the feature is fully rolled out yet, according to the article. And I see places as a so right now, like currently, you can go to places and it gives you a list of things. I think we were talking about this before, and so you do get right now. Chicken Latino is listed here. There's the address. There's the information. You can go follow. Hey, they are on Instagram. I'm going to follow them. Find out what's going on with my neighborhood thing. But under that, then there's also the top posts of, you know, just posts not necessarily from them. These are other people that posted and tagged as being at Chicken Latino. They should be a sponsor. But Nico, recents, tops, things like that. So you know, the difference is like there will be an actual full map of all the locations that are, you know, a lot is happening, right? I would presume you searching for restaurants, or searching for stores, searching for you know whatever kind of business would be the case. So, but that's coming along, and again, I feel like something like this was already in there, but it's maybe a revamped kind of thing. They did begin testing the map search last year in Australia and New Zealand. Maybe that's why it seems familiar, because I'm sure we talked about this story before. But it says discover shops and locations of interest via an in-app map, and I'm sure you can pay to make sure you pop up on the list a little clearer, right? So, because why not? But yeah, it says as a direct connection between users and the businesses. So what happens when I plug in Sorgatron Media? What does that look like? Also, to the one kid that gave us like 3 stars on Sorgatron Media. I'm like, who are you? Okay, like, have you been here? What the heck is going on here? Anyways, but that's enough of that. Sorry, I was getting some stuff from every time I leave my own business, I'm asked to rate my own business every day. So, or if I just walk to the back of the room, it gives me that too. So I don't know why. So I love this. I pulled up Sorgatron.
Map.
What's that?
I got a map.
You got the
I
map.
got a map.
You got the map. Now wait a minute.
I got the
How'd
map.
you get the map?
Oh, I got
Okay,
it.
so-
So you search for the thing and then you can pull out, and there it is. Okay. Oh. I'm not doing this on the iPad because I noticed the iPad doesn't have all the features. Like I tried to add a reel on my iPad Instagram and it didn't work the other day because I'm like, oh, it'd be a lot easier over here, right? Wow. Okay, so we do have a little bit. I don't think this is I don't know that this is the hotspot thing like they're showing though.
No, because and then like some like is this a local business?
Yeah,
This
well,
one here
for
near
me,
you,
I
I'm
have,
like, is this a local-
I have the Venucci playground. I have McAndrews Manor, which I think is a apartment building not too far away. St. Catherine's Church and Chicken Latino.
Wait, how do you get to the map?
So okay, all right. So follow me. Hold on. I want to try it on the iPad so everybody can see. So let's say I'm gonna go over to Instagram. If it loads, oh, it's the iPad. The iPad's super slow right now. How do you turn off the Chilla? How do you turn off the battery saver on an iPad? They added it with the last update, last year's update. All right, so we're in the iPad. So we go in here. I don't know. I'm just gonna do Sorgatron Media. You do your search for a place, and then you see there's places as a tab across the top. You pull that up. I pull up Sorgatron Media. Oh, look, there we are. Get popular. Discover popular places nearby. Oh, maybe this is the new version.
Okay.
So now you got pictures that are tagged Sorgatron Media, which for some reason is Mr. Beastburger. I don't remember ever ordering them here. But you pull that down, and now I'm not getting the updates on here. Like, I'm just getting this. I'm not getting the other place. Oh, there we go. I had to reload. Look, and oh, there's all kinds of things happening here. Oh no, there's a lot happening here. So yeah, you have your search place and you pull it down, and now it's going to populate with things in your neighborhood. So there's everything in Beachview, and now you have a list here as restaurants. Now I'll just show all the restaurants in the area. There you go. Acomodo de la Tia up the street, the Huddle across the street, things like that. Or you can go back. I'm gonna look at cafes if I wanted to. There's no cafes here. No. So yeah.
That's weird.
So well, not here. There's the one on the corner.
No. I said that's weird.
Yes.
So I don't know if you can. I don't know if you can see it. Like you'd have to zoom out and know where to go.
Mm-hmm.
The pictures coming from the Mount Lebanon Public Library are very interesting.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It's just everybody does tag stuff there. It's not necessarily like, a proper.
Oh, I know.
What does it
it's
look like in this
like,
restaurant?
It's not something you would think would be tagged as a public library.
Oh, for instance, I didn't know. Wait, no, that's just somebody drinking. I thought that was a band playing down at the bar down here. I didn't know they do that. But no, it's just a guy drinking beer. Okay. So. But I don't know what's going on here. There's some weird stuff happening down the street. Anyways, I don't even know what happened.
So yeah, it's wild because like the picture that's popping up is like the top from the top or most recent photos.
Yes.
Tagged at that location. So Chilla, there's 3 in there that look like they were just tagged as the library. I was like, not a library. They don't look like they're in the library.
What Okay.
I like how we're not telling Sorg anything. We're just
you're leaving me in the dark.
It's like go find it, Sorg. Good luck.
Hold on a second. Hold on.
This is
Search
a fun
this area.
scavenger hunt. I'm just gonna check.
All right,
certain
search this
areas and be
area.
like, go check this part.
Is this not safe for the live stream? Let's see. There's the Hollywood Theater.
It's safe.
I found the ice rink. I found Taco Diablo. There's a Taco Diablo over here? I was unaware of that. Which library are we looking at?
Mount Lebanon.
Mount Lebanon Library. Where am I? I'm in the South Hills.
It's like down 19.
Down 19. Oh, I'm too close to me. That's why. Wait a minute. Oh, I'm lost. I'm lost,
Driving
guys.
down the road.
I'm so lost. Libraries. Is there a library listing? Bars, parks and gardens, hotels, sites. Let's try sites.
Well, if you hit where it says Mount Lebanon Township, if you hit search this area, you'll find it.
It didn't though.
Go a little bit. You got to go south.
All right, hold on. Go south. I'll go further south.
Put Mount Lebanon
What
Township,
is this
the word
podcast right
in the
now?
middle of the screen.
All right. Oh, there it is. And some lady. Oh, whoa. What is happening? What is happening there? Oh, no.
A library unlike any other.
That is a sexy library. Holy crap. Okay.
I don't know what they're doing out in Mount Lebanon.
What's weird is I went downtown, I went to the map downtown. There's obviously nothing going on down there because I don't see any dots.
Nobody's hanging out. I see lots of dots. You gotta make sure you hit search this
you
area
have to
again.
tap search
You have
this
to tap
area.
search this area
Okay.
for it to refresh. So I got Speckled Egg. I got Emerald View Park. I got all kinds of stuff going on over here. So
Gateway Clipper Fleet.
yeah. So
I wonder what goes on down at their library. Hold on.
I'm sure the pictures will get even more interesting downtown. August Wilson House. Do some stuff in the Strip. Strict District Terminal. Yeah, that's fun. Okay.
Wow.
I dig it.
I'm
This
like
one-
PNC Park. Doesn't look like a baseball park.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
This
It's definitely not.
What is this?
It's not baseball.
What is happening here? Oh, this is yoga. This is like couples yoga. What the hell? Oh jeez. So yeah, have fun. Discover your neighborhood in Instagram apparently. So, oh jeez. Where are we at with things? We got maybe time for one more. Speaking of full circle, Facebook, like you said, going full circle and driving me nuts again. Google Meets can now be live streamed on YouTube. Doesn't it sound familiar? Remember when Google Plus Hangouts first came out? And the biggest thing I loved about it was we could do a Zoom call like this, and before it was called Zoom, we could do a call like this and then just hit a button and we're live on the internet. We're live on YouTube. Back when that was a novel approach, right? And now we've come back around that Google Meets, the predecessor, the descendant of Google Hangouts, basically, the rebranding, the successor. Thank you. Is now doing the thing the original did. So, where are we at with this, Chilla? Is anybody still using this? Still, except for the people that accidentally schedule Google Meets with their Google Calendar.
I don't know anyone that's. I know a couple companies that are on the Google Meets, but they're probably not one. What'll be interesting is how many people now accidentally broadcast their Google Meets.
Yeah. It's like don't worry, completely safe and private conversation. Let's talk about these numbers. Then turns out, oh man, if only.
I wonder, can you bring the video feed into OBS? Now I'm interested because this would be interesting. If they did it where I could get a couple different Meets feeds as an NDI into.
Oh,
an
now
OBS
now you're asking way too much.
Why?
Well, okay. In this case, they're showing it over on PC Mag. They're showing on looks like an Android phone or some sort in the app, and it's as easy as going into Activities panel in Google Meet, clicking live streaming, selecting the appropriate YouTube account. Although it's usually not that straightforward, they say. It's a feature that's going to be available and this is a workspace thing too. Enterprise Starter, Enterprise Standard, Enterprise Plus, Enterprise. Yeah, jeez, what are these freaking names? Teaching and learning, upgrade customers. So this isn't something that's a freebie anymore, right? This is a special feature. So, but also you can kind of figure out how to do it on your own too, right? So, like we kind of do here. So we do things kind of the hard way because we have you come through the system and then out through vMix. We could just do Zoom as a live stream, right? We do that when I'm traveling and have nothing but a hotel room, right? That's exactly what we do when we're doing these shows. So I don't know. Sure, so that's handy to someone, I'm sure. that is completely in the Google Workspace environment, right? Did Teams stream anywhere?
Teams, you can. There are ways to do it. I think you need
like plugins or something.
I know you can do the NDI thing with Teams.
Okay. Well,
and it looks like Zoom will do it too, where you can get. How do I get Zoom?
Oh, Zoom! I can stream. Zoom, I can stream to anywhere I want. I can get a stream key and send it somewhere. Or you can directly log in with like a YouTube or something like that. I have, when I do the shows like remotely through Zoom like we have in the past, I send it just like we do this show. I send it to my Vimeo account, and then that splits out to like, Facebook and Restream and all the other places. So one more thing I want to touch on real quick. If you're feeling guilty about all that stuff you get on Amazon and the emissions it may be causing, which again, I still counter. I could have completely driven as a solo trip out to Walmart to pick something up the other day, but I threw on an Amazon and it showed up with like 4 different things today. So in the long run, I feel like I'm winning out in the emissions department, but I don't know. I'm no environmental scientist. But apparently Amazon's has a custom electric fleet that is rolling out, so you can feel a little less guilty about emissions. And also, the trucks, the trucks look a little futuristic and kind of like those ones if you, and this is a deep cut maybe, but if you remember the auto-driving trucks from Logan. But yeah, making deliveries across the U.S. They'll be used in more than 100 cities before the end of 2022. And I hope they still have that quacking backup sound like the ones that... You know what I'm talking about, right? I swear, anytime I'm outside during the day, I just hear in the distance. I'm like, oh, Amazon truck, So it's just like noises of the neighborhood for me at least. And I think we're both in relatively similar neighborhoods that I imagine we're all experiencing that kind of thing, right?
My neighborhood's relatively quiet, it's just relatively quiet. I guess maybe I was away for the weekend and there was a lot of motorcycles and a lot of loud noise.
And the ice cream truck. The damn ice cream truck.
Well, you know what? I can hear that is aggravating because I can hear the ice cream truck constantly in the distance. Never comes down my street.
Yeah, exactly.
It never even comes one street over.
It did stop on the corner today when I went home to feed the dog. So, and I was
thinking someone off in the distance is playing
ice cream truck music.
The ice cream truck music, but just to taunt the neighborhood.
But also, where I'm at, like it's kind of like a big bowl kind of situation. So if the Amazon truck or the ice cream man is within, ice cream person. Okay, that was a lady that almost got in a fight with that guy in California. Remember, Katie? The ice cream truck wars of Southern California were real and right in front of us. Yeah. So if they're like within like 5 blocks, 6 blocks, 8 blocks, like I'm gonna hear them because it all just resonates through this kind of bowl thing. That's my neighborhood. So, but anyways. Well, it was good to have everybody back. It really was. John Chichilla at Chilla on the Twitter.
John Chichilla on the Facebooks.
And at Kate Udders on the Twitter. Kate Marie PGH on the Instagrams, where you can find where she gets caught in the rain regularly, it seems, these days. Right?
What is this? It's 2 days in a row. I was like, what's happening? Whether people get me together.
Yes. Hey, at least you weren't sitting out there with all my equipment this time. That was such a chilla. There was a freak storm. We didn't know about it until an hour before. It was like clear in the forecast all day Saturday. And we started this wrestling show at 3:00 outside in New Kensington at Voodoo Brewery. Got one match in, and then a torrential storm almost blew the tent away with all my equipment underneath it. It was.
I saw you airing out like stuff.
Yeah. It was bad. It was really, really bad. But we survived it, and the show went on eventually. So, anyways, I'm at Sorgatron on the Twitter. I will be going to Iowa this week. So,
Ooh.
Let me know how the internet is there.
Yeah. Mason City, Iowa, I believe. With North Iowa Fights, I believe is the company that we work with, and I'll be actually live on good friends I've worked with a couple of times now at Spectation Sports. So if you're into MMA, I encourage you to check that out. And I will also be working with Spectation the weekend after for Maverick MMA up in the Poconos up at Lake Harmony, going back up to Split Rock Resort, do another show with those guys up there. So I think I didn't make the last show. I haven't worked with them since March. I think they've had another show in between. So they were really happy to hear I was coming back. So I don't know if it went well. But anyways, either way, looking forward to getting on the road again because I've been home for 3 weeks, guys. And
it's a record.
It is a record. It is a record. I've been home and my wife left. So she's in California. I'm going to connect up with her in Chicago and we have a road trip to reacquaint. So, it'll be fun. Thank you everybody for joining us. Thank you. I saw Dave Partner in the chat room. Hey, Steve's in the chat room too. Also has a coffee truck in the AM, the ice cream a few nights a week. Jeez. Taco truck. Jeez, San Diego. Jeez. Might be going out the West Coast here in the near future. Might have to go say hi or something. But thank you, everybody. We'll see you guys next time. You have been our awesome audience. Have an awesome week. This show is a member of the Sorgatron Media Podcast Network. Find out more at sorgatronmedia.com.